Hey guys, and welcome back to Battlefront Updates and some surprising Friday evening news about Battlefront 2, because we just got our first glimpse of Anakin Skywalker in Star Wars Battlefront 2 through a new article written by Daniel, which is not a community transmission but an extra article, so we still have those, I think, 3 more community transmissions this month. But the article is called Animating Anakin Skywalker in Battlefront 2, where he basically interviews Matthias Kirsten, one of the animators on Battlefront 2 who has been working on Anakin Skywalker. And as you can see right here, first glimpse of Anakin and his animations, which looks pretty darn dope if you ask me. Obviously, we can't see his face, but that seems to be something they always leave kind of for the last minute, because it probably needs a lot of polishing. But what we can see of his animations and outfits, I think, looks really good. I would really recommend you all to go over and read the article for yourselves if you're interested in the full interview. But I wanted to pick up a couple of quotes here that I thought was interesting instead of just reading it all from top to bottom, as I know that it might not be something everyone wants, so that's why it's easier if you go read it yourselves. But they do give us a couple of hints on how it's gonna play out and a bit what it was inspired of, because he does say that he watched both the Clone Wars and the movies over and over to see how Anakin basically fights. And something that they mention here is that the Anakin we're bringing to Battlefront 2 is still on the light side, meaning that we don't want his anger to show explicitly in the lightsaber combat animation. We rather want to give hints on how it lingers just below the surface. And one way of doing this is having his attacks being slightly wide. In some cases, his lightsaber is even hitting the floor, making sparks fly. So he performs this very practiced and controlled move, but it's slightly off-balanced, giving us a peek into how his passion and emotions affect his style. Moving on, another thing they say is that a unique thing to Anakin is that some animations tie into who he's eventually about to become. For example, Anakin has Darth Vader's walk. You might not notice it if you're not looking for it specifically, but it's there. Which I guess makes sense, taking animations from Vader and then slightly, I guess, making them a little bit more agile, considering he still has his legs here, and then you might be able to spot that similarity. The current GIF is only for attack animations, so we don't really know how it looks when he walks, but we will see once we get more footage, obviously. And one more thing I wanted to bring up here that I thought was a bit interesting, that might hint towards how he plays out, is regarding a guard break. So basically, he's talking about the interaction between the hero designer and the animator and how it's important that the animations are not too long. So he says, say that I'm about to animate a guard breaking move. If I would only care about the animation, I could think, yeah, making this long and advanced move where the hero is slowly wearing down the other character's block is going to look amazing. But that doesn't work, because it needs to be triggered by the press of a button and be much faster because of gameplay flow. There are always these kind of limitations to consider, which I'm very glad, because I think we all hate getting stuck in too long animations. And I'm wondering if he will actually have a guard breaking move. I think that could be pretty cool, but he would probably be the only lightsaber wielder that has that, which would make him probably pretty powerful once he arrives to the game and the lightsaber combat has been improved. And I think that's probably fine. The light side really needs some really strong heroes, because I feel like they're kind of lacking. The dark side does have better heroes overall, and in terms of the new ones, I would say that both Grievous and Dooku are better than Obi-Wan, for instance. So I don't mind if he's slightly overpowered. Just don't make him ridiculously broken, but make him powerful. Make him be the chosen one for real. That's kind of what I'm hoping for with him in the game. And lastly, I also wanted to add another piece of news here that I thought was very good. A lot of people have been speculating that one of the new reinforcements is going to be this Baton Trooper that we saw in the Geonosis trailer, simply because Ben said that it was not going to be Droidicus, it was going to be another piece of crashed speeders, which made me think, and a lot of others, that it might be something else that they've accidentally shown in a trailer. But luckily it's not the Baton Trooper, because Jay basically said it isn't in a post on Reddit, so that has now been confirmed, and I was a bit afraid that was going to be the case, which would have disappointed me and probably most of the community. But luckily we are not getting the Baton Trooper as a reinforcement, but it's going to be something else. But that's all for this video. Hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, may the Force be with you.